Kevin, no. They were pushing so hard. I couldn't get out. The problem is,
I got knocked down. I was on the ground, getting trampled upon.
so did I.
And I got my back against a shield, and some cop in the back was punching me in the back of the head. And so I saw this officer down on the ground, and I tried to
I thought it was me.
Okay. And he was screaming like a little girl, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm like, are you all right? Are you all right? And so what the prosecution team said was that I was trying to intimidate this guy, and I was standing over him in a threatening manner.
We the people are not going to take it anymore. You are not going to take away our turkey bear. You are not going to take away our votes and our freedom that our men died for. This is 1776, and we, the people, will never give up. We will never let our country go to the globalists.
Hi, everybody. There's my friend, another friend from January 6th. He's a fellow Californian, although I'm a Floridian. His name is Kevin Gelato. And Kevin, say hi.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Okay, so
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Okay.
hi. So Kevin's a part of January 6th. He was actually taken over also and kidnapped by the FBI, invaded on, I was January 9th, 2021, 19th. How about you, Kevin? When did they raid you?
It was in May 2020, 2021. May
I was 2021. I think you were 2022.
No, I was 2021.
Okay. Because I remember, oh my gosh, somebody else got raided too by the feds and they're in jail. When I would hear other people, my peers, it would give me a sense of relief because I would have so much anxiety, Kevin, about all these charges. And so what happened with you in a nutshell?
Well, the FBI kind of stormed my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. They hit me with two flashbangs. At 6 o'clock in the morning, it rocked the house pretty hard. And there were 20 FBI agents that were pointing weapons at my wife. And we were in the middle of a move. So I had sold my home, and we were moving to Florida at the time. So everything was packed up. But they basically tried to destroy my house. The house that I just sold, that is.
I remember when that happened, and I heard, and I had gotten out in March, so I was arrested January 19th, and we have a mutual friend, Louise, and when she had told me your situation, I felt so bad. Of course, I met you shortly after, but I remember saying, oh my God, it's not just me. There's other really good people that have these erroneous charges. Wow. What exactly happened after? Did you go to jail and why did that happen?
They took me down to Santa Ana courthouse, and they put me in leg chains, and I was treated like a really bad criminal. And I was in with some really rough guys too. They put me in a cell all by myself. There's people screaming and yelling and just carrying on and going crazy in there. And then they took me down to the courthouse in an elevator. Well, the elevator stopped halfway down, and we were stuck in there for like 45 minutes. Something happened to the elevator. So I'm in here with a bunch of guys that had a bunch of tattoos, and we're all leg chained up, and it was crazy. But then they put me in front of a judge, and there were some people on a Skype from DC. They were trying to hold me over for the weekend. It was Friday. So they were going to hold me over for the weekend, and I had a really good court-appointed lawyer that got me out of the deal. So
lucky you.
But I was going to be there till Monday probably. But
how much was your bail, Kevin? How much was your bail?
I don't know how much it was. I don't think it was.
Oh, lucky you.
I think they just let me go on my own recognizance.
So they ended up letting me go on my own recognizance, but that's after they incarcerated me for 2 months and put me in an airplane with leg chains.
Wow.
And by the way, on the bus to the airport, I had one guy missing an eye rocking the bus and swearing at the U.S. Marshal and saying how pretty I was and what happened with me. It was the scariest thing. I felt like I was in Silence of the Lambs. It was crazy. I'm like, this isn't happening.
Yeah, it was very crazy. I remember just thinking, this can't be happening.
No.
This is illegal.
It was
so
surreal. I'm like, they made a mistake.
Yeah. Because of what I did, I didn't really do anything.
No.
In a push fest. That was about all I was in. So,
Where were you, Kevin?
I was in the North Tunnel. The West Tunnel.
So was I. Did you see me?
I probably did. I didn't know you before this, right?
Kevin, no. They were pushing so hard. I couldn't get out. The problem is...
I got knocked down. I was on the ground, getting trampled upon.
So did I.
And I got my back against a shield, and some cop in the back was punching me in the back of the head. And so I saw this officer down on the ground, and I tried to
I thought it was
he
me.
okay. And he was screaming like a little girl, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I'm like, are you all right? Are you all right? And so what the prosecution team said was that I was trying to intimidate this guy, and I was standing over him in a threatening manner. So, it was insane.
And he's a church-going family man, pays his taxes, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, goes to church. Kevin, this is crazy. Okay. And I thought they only twisted my indictments. Okay, so...
And then, they accused me of knocking him down. And I couldn't have possibly knocked him down because I was already on the ground. So, they had the chief of police, the chief of the Capitol Police, along with a private investigator, look into the matter, and they found that there was a guy that was standing next to me that had a taser in his hand. He hit this cop in the back of the head.
Was that DJ? Was that DJ?
No, it was, I can't think of his name. Really long, drawn-out name. I'll think of it later. I can't remember his name. But he had two cops that he hit with that taser that he had in his hand.
Were you there when Danny Rodriguez, allegedly, tasered that cop in the neck?
Oh, maybe that was him.
Daniel Rodriguez?
No,
I don't think
it wasn't Rodriguez.
I don't believe that he tasered that cop. I believe that he got on the jacket. I don't believe anything I read about the incidents taking place that day. Anything they write, any journalists write.
It's amazing. These guys had cameras in my face.
Yeah.
It was like they were walking around beside me all the time. I had no idea.
Same.
Of this stuff.
Oh my God! I feel so vindicated talking to you because I'm like, why on videos does it say, "Hey, I'm GINA BISIGNANO, Gina's eyelashes"? We didn't think it was going to be all over the entire world that day, right? I just
hell no.
Yeah.
The angles of the camera, the close-ups of what they had on me in these videos that they showed me during my
interrogation,
when the discovery.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. First of all, I thought this couldn't have been me, but it was me.
I know, that's what I thought too. When I was like, what?
But they literally were standing next to me when they were filming this stuff, and I had no idea that they were that close. And like I said, there's one instance where there's a guy with a megaphone behind me yelling, "We need more people, we need more people." And I motioned half-heartedly, "We need more people." And I said, "We need more people."
Right.
This camera was 3 inches from my face. And they caught that on me. And I did it one time. And the judge said, "That's it. He's inciting a riot. Therefore, we're going to give him an indictment on inciting a riot." So I had 8 indictments on me.
So did I. But did you have felonies?
Yeah, well, that's what I was served.
Oh, okay. Same
for
thing.
2 felonies.
Same thing, 3 felonies.
After I seen the video, I knew it was FBI. It had to have been.
Okay, so I find it really odd that the person that was next to me the whole time happens to be Mike Pompeo's nephew. He filmed me the entire time. He has footage, which he showed me, of me getting bear sprayed in the face, right? But he won't give me the footage. Okay, how come some people, like, such unequal justice amongst the people that day? What's going on there? Did you
Well,
notice?
the night before, I met Ray Epps.
You did?
Yeah, he was. There was a big protest going on between Antifa crowd, and we had just gotten there, my friend and I.
Right.
And we went downtown to just try and walk around. We've never been to D.C. This is like a spur of the moment thing. We said, "Oh, this would be really cool to walk around and see what D.C. is like at night and all this stuff." So we're walking around, and we go to this place, and there's police everywhere. I mean, there's a police barricade, and there's Antifa, and there's yelling and screaming going on, and we went down there and checked it out.
I saw that. Were people on their bicycles?
I think they were.
Yeah.
I think there were some bikes there, but Ray Epps was there, and
Right.
I got video of him. So he's out there yelling, "Tomorrow we're going to go into the Capitol," and all this stuff. And then the crowd's like, "Boo, boo, FBI, FBI."
Oh,
FBI.
yeah.
I have that video. I'll send it to you. It's in my phone.
Okay, I want to see that. Holy shit.
So that was crazy. But I have other videos of him standing in the front line the next day, whispering in this guy's ear.
Wow.
Just before the guy burst through the police line.
Wow. See, I'm not imagining things. I mean, I actually told Chuck Peruto, that attorney, the first attorney, the grifter, and I said, InfoWars came to my apartment that night, the night of January 6th. I said, I mean, we didn't go there with any intention. Like, I'm telling you, the crowd was infiltrated. We were warned when 3 buses of Antifa pulled up to the Capitol. Okay, so it was infiltrated, and I'm telling people, it's like, you think my name is Bozo the Clown? When I got out of jail, I gave him my side of the story. He goes, "Stop right there with your bullshit. You think I look like Bozo the Clown to you? I know the truth, and you're a burglar. You're a robber. You went in through a window and you broke into the Capitol." And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so bad, you know. I was actually at that point, I had a nervous breakdown, so anything he said was like, you know, like the Bible to me, you know.
They've got videos of me walking across the inauguration area.
Yeah.
And there's a guy, the big guy in front of me, and there's this female cop who's got like a rubber bullet gun.
Right,
She's
pellet gun,
firing
yeah.
off these. It's just firing off these things. I never even remember doing that. I never even recall that whole incident.
Right.
But she was just firing them off like that, you know, like a machine gun. But none of them hit me. So she didn't have any rubber bullets in the gun, or I would have had welts all over me.
Interesting.
Yeah. But when they showed me that, I was like, I don't remember doing that. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if I wasn't even in my right mind, I mean, how can I not remember something like that?
Why would they say
There
you
were
weren't
other
in...
incidences like that. Like they said I was first in line. I don't remember being in first in line to get into the tunnel. I remember watching other people go in first, and I went in after. But I was like the 5th person in the tunnel, according to these videos.
And I was the first girl
I'm
in the
thinking
tunnel.
that there had to have been some sort of mind control going on there. That's another conspiracy theory, but it'll be proven. But anyway, just before the entrance to that place, there was smoke everywhere. You know how the tear gas was, thick smoke. And this lady just turned around. She started firing at us. Again, this is in the video because I don't remember it ever happening. So I just kind of turned my shoulder a little bit, and I kept walking. But in the video that they had for Discovery, it was like she was rapidly firing that weapon, and nothing was hitting me. So I don't know where the bullets were, but there certainly weren't any, because I would have had welts all over me.
Right.
And so I was questioning the fact that I was even cognizant of what was going on, because it was so out of character for me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't normally be there in the first place, but
Excuse me for laughing, but I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. It's deja vu. I totally understand where you're coming from. I mean, somebody showed me a video of me saying break a window. That's so out of my character.
Yeah, well, they said I was the fifth person in the tunnel, and I don't recall it that way. So that's not the way it happened. I saw somebody break that window or the door, the glass in the tunnel. I saw him. I was standing at the bottom of the stairs. But yet they say I was the first guy in the door, so I don't understand that.
Were you there when the officer was getting squashed in the door?
Yes.
I was right
I was
there.
standing right next to him.
So was I. And he was crying, remember?
Yeah, that was the guy. That's the guy I was intimidating. It was over him, I guess, when he was on the ground. He was in a fetal position down there.
Yeah, I was like, God, that guy's
And
crying.
the amazing thing was that I had said many times, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Right.
And they had no blacked out, and there was no audio at all. It all got blacked out.
Wow.
The prosecutors lied. The judges are in the cahoots. I don't know what the hell they're.
And they said Pam Bondi, who I'm so excited about, is putting a list of names together to get ready for a pardon. But it's like, who determines who gets pardoned and who doesn't?
Yeah, I can't understand that at all. Who gets a pardon and who doesn't? It's an all or nothing thing, and I think
I'm
that's the way it has
telling
to
you,
be.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. It's so funny. I was thinking about that. I'm thinking about my friend Jake, who's sitting in jail for
This
4
would
years.
never happen if they hadn't stolen the election.
Thank you,
tell me
Kevin.
That Joe Biden got 85 million votes? I don't think so.
More than Obama? I don't think so. Not one Joe Biden yacht at any of the boat parades from east to
How
west.
can you possibly be in your basement campaigning, not having anybody? When he does have a press conference, there's 6 people in circles listening to him. You know what I mean?
Kevin.
He had no fan base whatsoever.
Kevin.
He wins 85 million votes? I don't think so.
It was unequivocally stolen by the fact that they submerged Hunter Biden's laptop with all the pedophilia and the drug and all the right, pay to play.
And they held that secret.
Yes.
This Russian disinformation.
Do you feel like we one day will be looked upon as actual, heroes, perhaps? Do you
like
ever?
I said, if you look at where we are today and where we could have been after that election,
Right.
we knew it was coming.
Right.
I didn't think we'd ever get out of this hole, and I still don't believe we're going to get out of it because there's so much crap that's going on right now, especially with this World War III.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah. So, and we're bankrupt. He bankrupted the country. How do you misappropriate?
Well, we have Elon Musk.
$80 trillion.
Wow. Oh, but it wasn't him, right? We don't have the debt from Biden, right?
Well,
It was
I don't
Trump.
know what we got from Biden because he doesn't have a brain.
Exactly. We didn't get, and it wasn't Biden.
Tonight, I couldn't even stomach listening to him.
It's not even Biden. Okay, it's
Yeah,
Obama.
It's somebody else.
It's Obama. Anyway, I just want to thank you for talking, and telling us your experience. And
Sure.
yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
it was a long year in jail. Jessup,
1
Georgia.
year. 1 year you did in jail? And Jessup,
Yeah.
that's right. I got one of your letters. Wow, that was great, though. Beautiful letter.
And right now I'm in a halfway house, but That halfway house is a disaster. It's absolutely the worst. It's purgatory, I tell you. It's
I'm
the worst
sorry.
place I've ever
Well,
been.
that's probably the worst you're going to suffer. Okay, so be grateful for your suffering.
I'm grateful that I'm out this weekend. So I
Yay!
do have a pass.
Woo! We're going to have to compare notes about that tunnel experience. Because
Yeah.
it's funny you said that because I felt the same as if I was hallucinating. Like when people are showing me videos where I screamed, "We need weapons," I'm like, I didn't say that. And I look and there's a video. It said we need weapons for protection, but I didn't recall saying that at all until after I was shown the video.
Do you remember getting pushed so hard that we fell down the stairs backwards? I was piled upon, and my leg was trapped, and I was screaming in pain.
100%. Are you still injured from that day?
No.
I am.
Mentally maybe, but
Right. That's funny. Oh my God. Well, thank you, Kevin Gelato, for sharing our story. If you want to hear more stories about January 6th, like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to hear more about my January 6th experience or my Fedsurrection experience, like and subscribe here.
You are not going to take away our trophy bearers.